Hello, AP Bio students. So I'm going to show you how to open and assemble your exciting Leica microscope. So each microscope has got is designated to a particular person, so the serial number matches the person. And you'll also see on your box it says to open carefully and keep all of the packing materials, because you have to get it all back in this box in December when we're done with them. You're also going to get cover slips. These are long, nice, wide cover slips that you're going to use for viewing your specimens that you're going to make. And then you're going to get your own slide box. And in the slide box, you can see there's a variety of prepared slides and blank slides, and an alcohol wipe to use to help clean lenses of your microscope. So I need these prepared slides back. They're very expensive. So make sure that you're careful with this box of slides. Okay, so I'm going to use a box cutter and open the box carefully. Okay, again you're going to see notice telling you that they have to be packed correctly when you return it. Okay, so you're going to have, first thing I'm seeing is the dust cover, so you want to be able to put this beautiful dust cover on your microscope at all times that you're not using it. Okay, and then they have some instructions here on how to use a microscope, but I'm going to show you that. And then also some information about the immersion oil, because you're going to have a 1000x lens on this beautiful, beautiful puppy. Okay, you have CD. I don't know if we'll use. Here's your power cord. And then here's your immersion oil. Again, we're going to use that when we use the 1000x lens. And then here's your Allen wrench, which you're going to use to assemble the microscope. Okay, remember, keep the packing material in the box, and then you'll have it for when you need it. Okay, so right now, you can see that there's the body of the microscope and the head of the microscope that are separate. So go ahead and pull out the body of the microscope. And you're going to take it out of its plastic. These are so beautiful. Okay, and so you're going to use your Allen wrench to remove this little plastic thing. And then you also need to remove this. This is a stage lock. And that's going to, it's in there because you don't want the stage to be able to move up and down when you're packing it. So we want to remove that stage lock. And they actually have little instructions about how to remove the stage lock. Okay, so first we're going to loosen this Allen wrench to get this off, because we're going to lock the head of the microscope on here. And then it says here, remove upper lock by squeezing it. Move the stage to its uppermost position. And then remove the lock on the base of the stage. Okay, so you squeeze this, and then you move the stage to its upmost, and then you can move this out. So now when you move this up, you can remove this red piece here. So this needs to be removed and saved. Okay, now you can move the microscope stage back down. So that's just using the focus knob, actually, to move it back down. So now the stage can move freely. You always want to have this set so that the smallest lens is in front of the light. Okay. When you're changing the lenses, by the way, you use this rubber thing. You don't grab onto the lenses themselves. You use the rubber it's got little ridges on it so you can grab it easily. Okay, so now I'm going to put the head of the microscope on. Okay. All right. So you can see it has its own little cover here, which we're just going to snap off. So I just pulled that off. And then careful, there's a beautiful lens right there, so I'm going to protect that. But you're going to put the head of the microscope onto the little place where it goes. I think I need to loosen this a little bit more. So now it's on, and then you're going to tighten. You don't want to tighten, you want to make sure this is like completely flush here. The edge of the microscope should be flush with the head, and then put your little Allen wrench on and tighten it. Now you can tighten it fairly snug if you want, or if you want the, yeah, let's just do it snug. I mean, you can make it so it can rotate a little bit, but I'm just going to tighten it snugly. And you can always undo it a little bit if you didn't quite get it straight. So it should be nice and smooth right here. Okay. So now you need to plug in your cord. Again, save all of this packing material. Okay, when you pick up the microscope, there's a handy dandy little thing for your fingers down here. And then there's a really sturdy handle here. So you pick it up, rotate it, and then it has a place where you put the power cord. And put that in snugly. And then it has a nice way to stow the cord when you don't need it. But I'm going to actually show you how to use the microscope, so I'm not going to put that on there. Actually, I'll need an extension cord to be able to show you on this table. So I'll have to do it 2 videos. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to show you the basic functions, and then I'm going to, I'll actually put a slide on, show you how to use that. Okay, so you don't have, if you were in 9th grade bio where you were using these, we had a camera that was the sandwich between the microscope and the head. So you don't have an integrated camera on these. The camera itself is almost $2,000, so we didn't really want you to worry about that. So we're going to be just taking photos through the eyepiece. So the first important thing, let's see if I can raise this up a little bit. There we go. The eye cups. So if you have glasses, you want to fold these back so that your glasses can go up against the eye cup. But if you don't have glasses on, you can have the soft eye cups against your eyes. So either way. And what you'll notice too is that even if you do wear glasses, you can adjust it so that you can see even without your glasses. So then the other piece that's important is to move the oculars the right distance apart so they fit comfortably on your eyes. So what I'm going to do is they should just fit so that you don't see weird, you should be able to see the whole field of view without any weird like black marks. So you kind of just mess with that a little bit so it's nice and comfy. Okay, the other things that to note on the microscope. So you'll notice you have 4 lenses. This is the oil immersion lens. This is the one you don't use unless you have special training from me, and you need oil on the, you need to be able to immerse the tip of this lens into oil that's on the slide. So no using the big lens until I show you how. So you're going to always start with the smallest lens, and you can click that into place. This is the stage, the mechanical stage. So to put a slide in, I'm going to go ahead and get a slide from Grace's kit. Okay, so to put the slide in, you just pull back on this retractable part and you nestle the slide back against the back of the stage clip. And then, well, I can't turn it on because I don't have it plugged in, but you turn it on, and then you turn it on here. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. There's the on-off switch right here. And then the coarse focus knob is this wide one here, and then the fine focus is the small one here. And then this is the stage control. So this is going to go back and forth and up and down as far as like moving the slide precisely exactly where you want to look. Okay, the other part that's going to be important is the light. So there's two ways to control the light. This is the condenser, and you'll see there's a mark on the condenser that matches each magnification of the lens. So it's going to go 4x, 10x, 20x, 40x, 100x. So you can match the condenser for whichever lens you're looking through. And then if there's too much light coming through the sample, you can control the amount of light. There's a dimmer switch on the side that's opposite the power switch. So in general, what you're going to do, I guess it doesn't matter if I don't have power because you can't see anyway, the image anyway. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your slide in, you're going to move this stage so that the business part of the slide is right over where the light's coming through. You want to start on the smallest lens. You're going to look through the eyepieces, and you're going to focus using the big knob, right? And that's going to bring the stage closer to the lens. So when you see something, then you can adjust it a little bit with the fine focus, right? And if you need to move the slide a little bit, you can. And then you go to the next size lens, and then you should only have to use the fine focus from there. If you've lost what you wanted to see, you need to go back to the small lens again and refocus before you can go to the next lens. Once you have it focused here, center the thing you're looking at, and then go to the next larger lens and use the fine focus again to get it in focus. Don't use the 100x lens unless I tell you to do so. So the 400x, so this is actually a 40x times 10 for the ocular. So this is 400 times magnification. That's going to be all we need for most things. But when we look at chromosomes or bacteria, we're going to use the 1000x ocular. Okay. Objective lens, I mean, not ocular. I think that's pretty much what I wanted to show you. A lot of you bought a adapter to go on the eyepiece to take your photographs. I think you're going to find that really handy. If you don't have that, you're going to push back the rubber on here, and you're going to actually have to put the camera of your phone up against the eyepiece, and it's going to take, it's kind of tricky because you have to get it just right and hold it in place to take the picture. So it's going to be more tricky if you don't have that. So that's pretty much it.